Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Look, man, like Triple G would say, big drama show. Yeah, I don't understand with these fighters, them not looking forward and understanding how they could possibly be burning a bridge. You just never know the direction your career can turn. And the split of a second. And you may find yourself in a position where you need somebody to help you who you probably didn't treat with the type of respect that I'm not going to say they deserved, but the type of respect to where they want to help you out in any way. Now, Rolly Romero and Ryan Garcia, in case you guys didn't know, something happened with those negotiations, and Rolly came out and said basically they were just wasting his time, and he didn't appreciate it. So Rolly posted something to his Twitter where he was just saying, "Now Heyman's greater than a drug addicted con man. Amazon's greater than the Zone. Good luck. P.S. I want my royalties on Oscar De La Fishnet's brand." And then De La Hoya comes out and he says, "Man, what are you talking about? Talking crap about me? I have nothing but respect for you. I offered a crap load of money to you and you turned it down. Go fight Pitbull for pennies and good luck." And then Rolly says to him, "You should thank me and trademark Oscar De La Fishnet's. You're welcome." Now, when I look at this, it's funny. It's entertaining. But so far we've seen, like, Rolly, to me, Rolly's burning a bridge. Not sure if he'll need to cross that bridge, but you just don't know. But let me ask y'all a question, right? Rolly is holding on to that WBA belt for dear life. He says he has huge things in the works. Huge things coming his way. Now, when he says that, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Deontay Wilder, who was talking a lot about all the huge plans. He's so excited. He can't wait. And this is stuff Deontay Wilder was saying in 2023. Should be fighting 2-3 times. All the big fights, all this stuff that was supposed to happen for him in 2023. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. He got into a fight at the end of the year, short notice, and it didn't work out for him. But he's lucky to have gotten that fight, right? So the reason I bring that up is because when I listen to Rolly talk about all these plans and great things happening, you got to learn from Deontay Wilder, because there may be conversations taking place, and there may be some things that they're trying to line up. That doesn't mean it's gonna happen. It doesn't mean it comes to fruition. And I just even with Tank Davis and the thing about the Ferraris with Turkey Al Sheikh, and I understand why fighters feel like they don't need a promoter, they don't need a manager. I understand that. Those guys take a pound of flesh out of a fighter's purse. So I understand the conversation like, hey, we don't need them. Why do we need them? I understand Turkey Al Sheikh trying to just work directly with the fighter and set aside the promoter and manager. I understand all of that. But there are times where you see stuff like this where you almost, you almost want or would wish that there was something in the contract for where it says that the boxer will not interact or say things about another promoter or talk about any possible negotiations or anything. Anything to where a bridge could be burnt, because the promoter is always looking out for the promoter's best interest. And when you have a fighter like Rolly who's coming out here and saying like things he's saying going back and forth with Oscar De La Hoya, I mean, that's not really good for the promoter. There aren't many people who seem to be crazy about trying to make a fight with De La Hoya's guys anyway. But still, it's just with the position, You got to respect the position. But the problem is, De La Hoya comes out here and, you know, he's coming down to a level where he shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? When you're up at a level like De La Hoya, you don't come down and get in the weeds and start messing with everybody. You know, you just don't do that. You have the platform. You're Oscar De La Hoya. You're the guy worth damn near $500 million or something like that. You know, you're the shot caller over there. You're the big dog. What are you doing getting down in the weeds, going back and forth with your own fighters and other fighters? You know, they can learn a lot from, you know, I would say Al Heyman. They can learn a lot from even Bob Arum. You know, if you want to have some discussion behind closed doors, we'll do it. But at the same time, you got to just learn to just let that shit roll off your shoulders. But I'm not sure what direction Rolly's going, because is Rolly a pay-per-view draw? If you ask him, he is. I don't know if Rolly's a pay-per-view draw. He's not proven. He fought Tank. They did pretty good numbers, but we haven't seen Rolly out here performing on his own. We haven't seen Ryan Garcia perform on his own. So we're going to see just how much of a shot caller Rolly Romero is whenever he does return to the ring. And we're going to see just how far he can go. Because I think Rolly Romero can fight. But him and that WBA strap and them killers at 140, I mean, I just don't know. But one thing I will say is this going back and forth with De La Hoya and De La Hoya going back and forth with him, and this whole thing about money, and Rolly says he was lowball. Oscar De La Hoya says he gave him a lot of money. Ryan Garcia seems to have his own interest. It's just a huge cluster. You know what I'm saying? And it's finger pointing. And to be honest with you, like Triple G would say, it's a big drama show. And don't get me wrong, it's entertaining. It gives us some good content to create and have conversations about. But when I watch it, you know, I see it through a different lens, because I see De La Hoya in his position. Don't get me wrong, he's got a lot of dirt on him. De La Hoya is not the consummate professional. He's accomplished a lot as a fighter, as a promoter. He's accomplished a lot as a promoter, but you know, he's had some pitfalls along the way, which is normal. We all go through things. But when I see stuff like this, it's just like, yo, what exactly are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? But I guess we'll see what the future holds for De La Hoya, Golden Boy, Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero. We'll see. But I really think the Rolly and Ryan Garcia fight would have been a good fight. But sometimes I wonder if these guys put all this stuff out there just to get us talking and to stimulate the boxing fans, and when they behind the scenes already have a deal for Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero in place, they're just kind of amping things up and getting people talking, making you think it's not going to happen and get people talking. You know, as long as there's some kind of discussions taking place, doesn't matter if it's good or bad. As long as there are discussions taking place, that's what they want. But I truly believe sometimes they throw some stuff out there just to kind of take us a certain direction, and then when they're ready to bring us back around to where they want us to be, and then they'll do it. And that could be what's going on here. But that being said, I don't know. Y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. Big drama show, Rolly, Ryan, De La Hoya. Never a dull day when it comes to them cats. In the breeze.